Hello students, welcome to my physics class. This is Shumi Roy from Techno India Group Public School, Shiliguri, and today we are going to do awareness science solution of chapter 4 heat. In our last class we have done long answer type questions up to question number 50. So today we will start with question number 51. So question number 51 is, why do people prefer to wear white clothes in summers? So what will be the answer? People prefer to wear white clothes in summer because it absorbs less heat from the sun. White clothes reflects most of the sun's heat ray which falls on them and keep us cool and comfortable in hot weather. So as we know that white shiny surface always reflects the sun's heat, or you can say it reflects the heat rays. So only we prefer to wear white clothes in summer. Now the next question is just opposite of it. Why it is better to wear dark clothes in winter? The same reason, same kind of reason actually. It is better to wear dark clothes in winter because it absorbs more heat from the sun's rays which falls on them and keep us warm during cold weather. Like white clothes reflects most of the heat, dark color clothes absorb most of the heat, and because of that we prefer to wear dark color clothes in winter. Now the next question, what is a thermometer? Name the thermometer used by doctors and nurses to measure the temperature of human body. This type of question we have discussed before also. So an instrument which measure temperature is called thermometer. So an instrument which is been designed to measure temperature is called thermometer. So what is the name of the thermometer which is used by doctor? The clinical thermometer is basically used by doctors and nurses to measure the temperature of human body. So which thermometer is used by doctors and nurses is the clinical thermometer, which is also known as doctor's thermometer. Now next, can we use laboratory thermometer to measure body temperature? Give reason for your answer. So the answer is no. We cannot use laboratory thermometer to measure human body temperature because as soon as we take out the bulb of the thermometer, that is laboratory thermometer, from our mouth, the level of mercury in its tube will start falling very quickly and it will not give the right value of body temperature. Because we already know that laboratory thermometer does not have a kink, and the kink in the clinical thermometer prevents the backflow of mercury, which is not there in laboratory thermometer. So whenever we take out the bulb of the laboratory thermometer from patient's mouth, the mercury in the tube will start falling very quickly and it will not give us a correct value of human body temperature. Okay, so it is recommended not to use a laboratory thermometer to measure human body temperature. The next question is, why is the box of a solar cooker painted black from inside? The box of solar cooker is painted black from inside. This is because a black surface is a very good absorber of heat and it will absorb maximum heat radiation coming from the sun. So as we know, black color or dark color surface are the very good absorber, and because of this only solar cookers are painted black from inside, so that the heat rays which is coming from the sun which falls on it should be absorbed by the cooker, so that the food which we are cooking in the cooker should be cooked fast. Now the next question, in place of hot climate, it is advised that the outer walls of houses be painted white. Why? Okay, so in place of hot climate, it's advised that the outer walls of the houses are painted white because a house painted white or with light color absorbs very little sun's heat rays. This keeps the house cool in the hot days of summer. Again, the same type of explanation which we have done just before some time, that white shiny surface are the good reflector. Okay, so they absorb very little heat rays. So because of this only, in place of hot climate, it is advised that the outer wall should be painted white. Next question is, what is meant by convection? Explain with the help of an example. Why is it that convection cannot take place in solid? So what is convection first? Convection is a transfer of heat from the hottest part of a liquid or gas to its colder parts by the movement of the liquid or gas itself. Okay, now explain with an example why is it that convection cannot take place in solid. So for that we will take an example of a beaker with water. So when a beaker containing water is kept over a burner, water at the bottom of beaker gets heated, expands and become lighter. As we know that the hot particles, hot water is less dense, so it becomes lighter and it starts moving upwards. The hot water rises upward and carries heat along with it. Now the hot water being a less denser, being a lighter one, they start moving upwards, and as they move upward they carry heat along with it. Okay, and the cool water from above sinks downward to take the place of hot rising water, and the cool water being more denser, they start sinking downwards and they take the place of the hot water. Now this water then gets heated by the burner and also rises upward, carrying it heat upward, and more cold water sink downward. Means this cycle continues, that the hot water rises up, the cold water sinks down. So this cycle continues until the whole water in the beaker get equally hot. Okay, so why this mode of heat transfer cannot take place in solid? The transfer of heat by convection cannot take place in solid because the particles in the solid are fixed at a place and hence cannot move freely. So the particles of a solid are fixed. They have very less space to move. The particles actually do not move. Okay, they are tightly packed, so they are fixed at a place, so they cannot move freely. So convection, the process of convection cannot take place in solid because solid is packed. We know that particles in the solid are packed very closely. They don't have the space to move. Okay, so they cannot move freely, and because of that convection cannot take place in solid. The next question is, define radiation. Give any two examples where heat is transferred by radiation. What is the name of invisible heat rays which transfer heat by radiation? So the method of heat transfer which does not require a material medium is called radiation. So the method of heat transfer which does not require any material medium is called radiation. So what are the examples? The first example is, a burning candle emits radiation in the form of heat and light. We know the candle which is burning, it emits radiation in all directions in the form of heat and light. Now, the sun emits radiation in the form of heat and light. We know we are receiving the sun's heat, and the light from the sun we are receiving are in the form of radiation. Okay, so these are the best two examples of radiation. Now, what is the name of invisible heat rays which transfer heat by radiation? So the name of the invisible heat rays are infrared radiation, or in case of light it is infrared light. Okay, so infrared radiation and infrared light is a type of radiation, radiant energy which transfer heat by radiation that's invisible to human eyes but can be feel as heat and light. Okay, so we can feel it as heat, but we cannot actually see it. It is invisible to human eye, but we can feel it. Those radiations are known as infrared radiation or infrared light. So with this question, we have completed long answer type questions of chapter 4 heat. In our next class, we will do multiple choice question of chapter heat. Until then, thank you for joining the class. Stay safe, stay healthy.